So getting back to Senior Bowl, we just had the Senior Bowl. It's very hard to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very hard. They practice for a couple days. They do drills, and you out and play. And
Well, I know you watch for the Miami guys, but
was only
we've
two
seen
of
enough
them.
Miami guys,
oh
haven't
my
we?
God, I don't need to see those guys. I know
Yeah.
how good they all are. I do. And I don't blame them. Look, you play 4 extra friggin' games. The last thing I want to do is, and I'm sure the agents are telling them too, like, you've done enough. You don't need to go there and do a bunch of one-on-one drills. They got to see live stuff for 4 games against really good competition. Both sides, right? You got to see all these teams play. Texas A&M got to see, obviously, Ohio State, which is loaded with, once again this year, with a bunch of high draft picks. There are going to be a whole bunch of Ohio State guys going. And some UM guys obviously played really well because they won the game. I don't think a lot of people, my point is, you need to go to a Senior Bowl. You don't. So anyway, I saw this. Perk wrote something about this. Listen, man, the league, things have changed. First, we went through the Christian McCaffrey, one of the first guys. You remember this, Woody? First guys to say, hey, season's over. I'm not playing in any secondary bowl games. I'm going to get ready. And, oh, my God, the league is going to think you don't want to play. And how do you not finish with your team? And I remember that whole thing, man. Hell, I might have been on that for a second. Oh, yeah, that's not cool. You should finish it out. And then McCaffrey did it. And by the way, still playing at a super high level. Going to finish probably in the top 3 or 4 in the MVP again for the year he just had. Way over 2,000 total yards, running back for the 49ers. And then everybody stopped doing it, right? Everybody goes, I played in the regular season, but we're going to the Gator Bowl. We're going to the Boca Bowl. I'm not playing. I'm using it because I wasn't Sun Bowl, whatever the game is, Holiday Bowl, all the bowls. If it's not a playoff game, I'm not playing. Or if it's not in the old days, a national championship game, guys didn't play. Remember the whole thing, Nick Saban, his guys, he goes, man, I expect my guys to play in the Gator Bowl, and he had the seniors together, and I expect you guys to finish this out. I know some of you can get drafted high, but, and Nick did what he did to, strong. And some of the guys played. Some of the guys did play in that game. And, there's 2 parts of this. First of all, this game means nothing. And the second part is, what if I get hurt? What if now all of a sudden I get hurt and play 47 of 65 plays in a game? So the league doesn't care, is my point. The league, when they go, we like this guy, but hey, he didn't play in that playoff game. And now we got guys going to 2 and 3 schools. That's where I wanted to get to this morning. So we got guys going to 2 or 3 high schools down here. And now most guys going to 2 schools. The Reuben Bain and the Maui Noah, you're seeing less and less of those from the great ones. Now, if they're really good and things are great and you get paid right off the bat, and those guys were good from day one. They got here really good as true freshmen and the 3-year program, and they're now going to be top picks. Hell, they're going to be 2 of the top 10 picks most likely in the draft. But, to my point with this whole thing is NFL doesn't care. I don't know if I want a guy jumping schools and following money and trying to get in a better situation. What do you mean? We just had 2 quarterbacks the last 2 years decide to go. And for one, it worked for sure. He became the number 1 overall pick. Cam Ward absolutely made the right decision when he transferred. Not to mention the money was a lot better. I don't think the league cares. They don't care about the transfer portal. They don't truly care about the NIL. They want dudes that are in love. They're going to play hard. They're passionate, whether it's you want a gym rat or loves football or all the things coaches say. They don't care if you skip secondary bowl games. They don't care what kind of money you're making in college as long as your ass plays hard. If you play the way the Canes players played, nobody's going to go back and go, not one guy on that team, you're going, I got a problem with you not showing up to Senior Bowl. Really? I played hard. this whole thing. So, and we got a lot of guys, again, going to 2 and sometimes 3 colleges. 3 colleges. Nobody cares. As long as they're good and they can play and they got in a system, hopefully, besides getting money, the money they got in a better situation to allow them to make more money. And a lot of guys have done it and had success. Wait until they start showing that list when guys get drafted of the amount of guys. And they don't put just one school. They put all the schools they went to. It's going to be an impressive amount of schools. And if you're from down here, you might, between high school and college, see 6 schools, 6 different schools when you put high schools and colleges together. We're going to start seeing more and more of that, especially when guys aren't really, really good from day one and stay and are 3 and done at 21 years of age. They don't care. Long as you can play, they see passion. They do those background checks. They see stability. They see guys that are love playing football, want to be great. They don't care. They don't care how many times you jump. I don't believe one scout out there is going to go, hey, let's stay away from the high NIL paid guys and transfer portal guys. Don't like them. Really? You better be making sure you get some of those guys, because some of those guys are making a lot of money. And by the way, when you have a good one like Malachi, I'm guessing Malachi Tony's going to make a hell of a lot more money now. Just coming off the freshman year, not letting him go. He's going to go in. He's going to, hey, man, I just kind of put together one of the greatest years in the history of freshman football as a freshman playing in a big program. Yeah, you're going to take care of that guy. I don't want that guy to leave. My punt returner. He's my do-everything guy, over 1,000 yards, a bunch of catches.
Well, you're lucky he seems like a very easy to deal with person. He really wants to be here.
Yes.
But that's the kind of situation around the country that will get ugly, I'm guessing. Right, when you got a guy that outperforms his deal.
Yeah, but as long as so the other thing they want to know they got a chance to go to these playoffs. It is important. They want to know they're going to a big program, and there's a lot of them. LSU.
Everyone's got a chance to go nowadays, right?
Yeah.
There were a lot of teams that were involved in that playoff hunt. There's going to be every year, especially when you keep adding more teams to it.
Yeah. I guess my original thing is the league doesn't care. League doesn't care. You go where you have to go. We want to see if you're durable, you can play, how you play in big games, see if you match up with what we do, see your toughness, see, all those other things. And then they want to do those background checks and go, man, we can't get rid of this guy. This guy, like Malachi Tony, Reuben Bain. How about those stories about those guys? Like when they're off, they practice all the time and they're off. And where are they? And they're showing up at 4 a.m. to work out, or calling their coach going, hey, I came back down to camp. I'm working on this move. What? On a Sunday night in the off season? Okay. It's going to be, hey, look at when you're doing, you're going to do, especially when you're getting these top picks. Like when you draft Maui Noah and you draft Reuben Bain and Mesidor, you want to make sure, right? You want the whole package. And those guys are going to check all the boxes. They're going to check all the boxes. Offensive line box, a guy durable, played all the Maui Noah, did he ever get even banged up a little bit?
Not that I remember.
I don't either. And then Mesidor and Reuben Bain, they're going to go, listen, only the truth from Jason Taylor. Hey, Jason, can we talk to you for a sec? Hey, man, those are you don't have to worry about those two. They can play. Nothing.
I'd like to see
families.
A few of those guys stay home if we could, man.
I'd like to get one.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm with you. I would love to see one.
Maybe one of them falls.
Love to see one at 11.
Second-round pick, perhaps.
You're talking about Mesidor.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
It's hard for me. It's hard watching Mesidor play in those playoffs. And I know there's a bunch of pass rushers. I look at all the mock drafts, and there's 5 or 6 top pass rushers. And there's some good ones around the league. I get around college football. You watch him in those games, it's hard to imagine he's a second or third round pick. It's just top 50 player. Yeah, probably the higher end of that top 50.